You're listening to Kris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.
All right, so we have Dear Kris and Chelsea, which is going to be coming up next. We're going to be talking with Sam. He's having an issue with his girlfriend. She wants to borrow cash from Sam, but he says she's irresponsible with money.
Oh, shoot, and this is his girlfriend.
He wants to know if he should still borrow her the money or tell her no, which could potentially ruin the relationship.
Yeah.
Somebody's probably gone through something like this. We'll talk with Sam and we'll try to help him out when we do Dear Kris and Chelsea, which is going to be coming up next.
When listeners need the truth, or at least a laugh, they, for some reason, turn to Kris and Chelsea.
This is my favorite.
It's now time for Dear Kris and Chelsea.
All right, we have Sam joining us on the show. Sam is having a little issue with his girlfriend who wants to borrow cash, but apparently she's not the most responsible person
Oh, yikes.
when it comes to cash. Sam, welcome to Dear Kris and Chelsea. How can we help? What's going on?
Hey there. So I've been dating this girl for like 6 weeks now. Like things have been going really good. Like we text all the time. We go out. She's fun. She's nice. She's caring. But then the other day, totally out of the blue, she asked me if she could borrow $1,000. And like,
Woo.
I just kind of froze. Like that's a lot for someone I'm still getting to know, right? Like I didn't know what to say in the moment.
Yeah, 6 weeks and already hitting you up for $1,000. That's pretty bold.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And, like, here's the thing. She's not, like, very responsible with money. She's got an average job. She's in debt with student loans. And, like, she's always talking about how bills stress her out. I already knew she was kind of bad with money, but this just made me nervous. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if I loan her the cash, is it just going to be the first of a bunch of times she asks? And, like, if I say no, it might be, like, me basically ending things before they even really start.
Yeah, you got a point there. But, I mean, asking for like $100,
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Or here or there, but now she's bringing up all the bills
But
and...
$1,000 is like on a whole different scale, though.
Totally. So now I'm just, like, completely torn. Like, I don't want her to think I don't care about her, but I also don't want to be the guy who gets used for money.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't even know if she'd pay me back, honestly.
Right.
I kind of feel guilty for even thinking this way, but it just seems like a huge red flag. I don't know. I just don't know how to say no without, like, blowing up the whole relationship.
Yeah, I totally get it. All right, Sam. Well, hang the line a second, Sam. We have a lot to unpack here.
Whoa.
Our listeners are pretty good at helping people out. Some maybe a little too brutally honest, but that's the beauty of this segment is we let you pretty much say whatever you want.
Yeah.
We've said in the show before, like friends and family, like if someone asks to borrow money from you, if you're not in the position to lose it and not get it back, don't borrow it to them. Just give it to them as a gift.
Right.
If they pay you back, great, but don't expect it back because it'll ruin the relationship.
But the fact that they've only been together 6 weeks and started dating, I don't think I have ever asked you for money until we got married. And we needed things to split expenses for the wedding, and that's totally different. We've been together 5 years, Kris, and I never asked you for money.
6 weeks is pretty quick. I wonder how many other dudes she owes money to.
Good grief. And she's talking about her finance struggles and, can't pay my bills and stuff. Well, I would do a quick inventory and be like, all right, is your hair done? Is your nails getting done?
Does it sound, go through her budget? Where's your budget, girl?
Does she have a job? We got some red flags, man.
No, that's a good question. So 320-656-9453 is the text number. Let us know your thoughts on this. What should Sam do? Should he just break off the relationship now and tell her no?
Or should he help her out?
And will he turn into her line of credit? If he says yes, 1,000 will turn into 2,000, 2,000 will turn into 3,000.
Ask for $1,000? Wow.
That just sounds like a lot more than...
That's a rebate check, man. That's like some tax money right there. That's like a paycheck.
I don't think I could do it.
For a lot of people, that's like a whole paycheck.
We should ask him how much he loves her, how much he likes her. Does he see like a future relationship with her?
It's been 6 weeks.
If there's any red flag, yeah.
Calm down.
That's true. That's a good question. All right, so we'll take your text. We'll do that coming up next. It's Kris and Chelsea doing Dear Kris and Chelsea, trying to help Sam out. Sam has been dating a girl for about 6 weeks now. It's a fairly new relationship. He says everything's been great. She's a great girl. Till suddenly, out of the blue, she asked to borrow $1,000.
She's really stressed about bills and debt, which happens. That's life. That is.
He says she's fun and caring, but admits she's not great with money based on what he's seen so far. And he's already stressed about bills and debt. So he's asking, how do you say no without blowing up the relationship and just ruining everything?
Yeah. Sam texted in. He said, wow, that's really rough. If she really needs it and if you can afford it, maybe do half now and half later. Kind of get her through the hump of things. But, if he can afford it, if he's got the money in cash and he really loves her and cares about her.
The one thing we never found out, what is the $1,000 for?
Yeah. It sounds like the only thing she talked about was like her bills and student loan and student debt. And I totally get that. When you're it sounds like maybe they're in their early 20s. I get it. It's overwhelming.
Jerry says, no, 6 weeks plus $1,000 equals textbook red flag. Protect your bank account and your heart. Don't do it, man.
Jenna says if she's caring otherwise and it's only once, she's like, I'd consider it. You can treat it like a gift, not a loan. It's less awkward that way, especially if she is generous in other ways.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like she cleans the house all the time, or maybe she does all the cooking or whatever.
Ollie's trying to be funny here. He says, yeah, you can always offer emotional support. Tell her you'll lend her your Netflix password instead of $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
She'll accept that.
Yeah. Lisa says debt and bills stress me out is not the same as I'm about to be responsible. Say no.
It seems like most people are saying no, don't do it.
Dave said if you give once, you set a precedence. Next thing you know, you're the ATM with feelings.
And what are you going to do? Are you going to set up like a repayment schedule, like a contract with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like, here, I need this payment over the next 4 months, $250 if you're late. I'm going to send you to collections.
Yeah. Mark says, say no politely. You can say, I can't loan that much right now. And if she leaves, she was testing your generosity, not your character. Yikes.
Right. If you want to build trust, offer to help figure out a budget instead of handing over cash. It's not going to end up good if you don't get that money back. It's going to build resentment,
actually better if you work on your financial management skills. I guarantee that.
You think she wants to talk about that 6 weeks into a relationship?
She's asking for money. So then that would be a conversation. If you're going to be in a serious relationship, you guys finances are going to collide at some point. And if somebody is financially irresponsible, it doesn't matter how much money you give that person. They're going to blow it.
Yeah. If it were me, I'd ask what it's for. And then, if it's for like going on vacation, getting your nails done, paying off a big credit card purchase.
Yep.
But you can't go that deep into her debt either that early on. It's like, okay, so maybe she if she says it's for bills, paying a credit card. Yeah. I would want to know, what did she buy that racked up her credit card so high?
I've had boyfriends that paid off my credit cards before.
What's she hiding?
I've had boyfriends who have paid off my credit cards before, and they weren't sugar daddies.
That's weird. Why would they do that, though?
Out of the generosity of their hearts. I was restarting. I'd just gotten into a new job, but I always helped with the house. I always took care of the gardens. I always took care of the animals. I always took care of everything else. And then when I got on my feet, then everything else was fine. You know what I mean? It's like give and take in a relationship.
Maybe she should go to family and ask for the money instead of her new boyfriend.
Maybe those bridges are burned. It's just, it's so awkward for me to ask for money.
You got to pull her credit report and figure out who she owes money to.
Yeah.
You got to figure this out.
And I know some people who get everything paid for all the time. Like sometimes they're in those kinds of relationships. They don't take it as seriously then. They start to feel and act entitled. So sometimes you got to go through the struggle and you have to figure out your finances.
For the most part, Ben, looks like most people say don't do it. There are some that say get more information, try to help her out. If she doesn't accept that, you have to end the relationship.
And Alex said if you tell her you'll help, but write up a simple payback plan. And if she balks, then that's an issue.
But if you go out then and you end up paying for everything, does that count towards like, does that rack up more debt then?
How awkward would that be? He gives her $1,000 and then they go on all these dates. That wouldn't make any sense. I don't know, man. For me,
what if she's running a Ponzi scheme? What if she owes like $1,000 to like 6 other dudes and she's trying to pay back the last one?
He says she's really sweet and really caring, though.
Before he sends somebody out to take care of the job.
Oh, man.
I've been watching too many drama shows.
I don't lend out any money. I've been burned so much in the past. I just don't trust people. If they're asking me for money, I'm just like, I'm broke.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, $20 is $20 there. You know,
I have 2 dogs depending on me right now.
If you borrow somebody less than $100 and you never see them again, like I always say, it was probably worth it. $1,000 though, that's hard to swallow. So Ben, hopefully that helps you out. Appreciate you chiming in, and hopefully we're able to help a little bit. It's been another round of Dear Kris and Chelsea. So DiGiorno is bringing back their Thanksgiving pizza.
Oh, God.
We actually talked about this last year. I wanted to try this.
Did we find it? I don't think we found it to make it because we would eat this. That sounds so bad.
I don't like extreme odd pizzas.
But this is like a savory pizza. I would try it. We tried the Cheez-It pizza.
So it's a limited edition Thanksgiving pizza. I guess it's back on store shelves.
Remind me what's on it again?
The pizza is topped with roast turkey, green beans, crispy onions, dried cranberries, and then it's topped with a gravy drizzle.
Okay.
It actually doesn't sound bad.
Like, is there like a mashed potato base with that? Maybe some white cheddar cheese on top, and then is the crust like a smashed down croissant roll?
It's a Detroit-style crust.
Okay.
So I don't think there's mashed potatoes involved because that might mess it up. I'm sure they tried.
That'd be good, though.
The cost is just $10 at certain locations.
Yeah.
Put it on our list. We should try that. If anybody else has seen that, or maybe you've already tried it.
DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza.
Is it good? Let us know. I mean, I'm not saying it's replacing the Thanksgiving dinner. I'm just.
It could. We're in charge of the turkey this year, so it could.
It could be an appetizer, or maybe like the day after or before, or the week leading up.
Our family would write us off if we served here's pizza. Here's your turkey pizza.
Let's find out if the family really loves us or not.
It's not delivery.
We'll bring one of those.
We're never asked to cook again.
So when it comes to celebrities and their NDAs, I think the NDA thing is like out of control right now.
Is it, though? People want to protect their privacy.
For those that don't know what an NDA is, it's a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
And let's say you have a party at your house, and whatever happens at that party, you don't want to get out. So everybody that comes in that wants to go to the party has to sign an NDA, where if something bad were to happen, you can't say anything about it. Otherwise, you're going to get sued.
Or you just don't talk about it at all. But think about this, Kris. If somebody came to our house and they're partying, we don't know them very well, and they start taking videos and pictures, and then they want to post it on the internet later, it could be a total mess, or it could be blackmail down the line. So I agree with NDAs.
So you think that Taylor Swift having her wedding guests sign an NDA is totally cool?
100%. I think that's that's the safest thing she could possibly do.
I just saw the latest rumor now. Taylor and Travis Kelce, when their wedding does happen. By the way, we don't have a date yet, do we?
Otherwise, people will be leaking photos, and then they want to cash in for themselves.
We don't have a date yet, do we?
No.
Okay. They have strict security measures. Taylor doesn't want a public spectacle.
Exactly.
She'll have top security detail, and she's probably going to ask people, especially the staffers, not just the guests, the staffers, people working the wedding.
Everybody, including the busboy.
You get an NDA, you get an NDA, you get an NDA.
You really think that this is too far of a stretch?
The person cleaning the toilets, you get to sign an NDA.
This coming from the man who doesn't even want to have a wedding because he's that private of a person.
Hey, if my life was that important, I'd carry around NDAs in my back pocket. I'd be like, sign this.
You're like, I don't want any pictures. I don't want nothing.
Hey, is that Kris over there working on his laptop? Sign this NDA. It's not getting out.
Is that his 4th mimosa at the airport bar?
Sign this NDA. Any bartender that serves me is signing an NDA from here on out.
Oh, good for her, though.
So Taylor Swift apparently wants it to be stress-free and a lot of fun. It's not going to be stress-free. It's going to be a zoo. Unless they don't. Like, don't let anybody. She's probably going to take everybody's cell phones when they get in.
Well, she personally won't, but I don't see why. And these are going to be the people invited there are all Hollywood, Kris. They understand these things.
Plus, the drama is going to ensue because Taylor hasn't figured out her bridesmaid list yet. Some people are going to be left out and hurt because they think they know Taylor.
I'm gonna guess right now. I'm gonna say there's gonna be like 15 bridesmaids.
That's crazy.
Because it's a war, dude. I think Selena Gomez might be her maid of honor, or it could be Abigail. That's one of her oldest friends.
You could have co-maid of honors like you were that one time.
Yeah, just in case the other one absolutely bombs
Yeah.
and you have to come in and save the day.
Usually the cream rises to the top. Usually if there's two maids of honor, one
Maid
ends up
of
being
dis-
the maid of dishonor.
Maid of dishonor. Hey, I just fired mine. So I mean, like, hey,
right.
stuff happens.
All right, we'll see what happens. They say the guest list is going to be relatively short. Not as short as my guest list in the way I wanted it, but it'll be up there. So that's the latest. So do you still think it's true in the year 2025 that women prefer bad boys over nice guys? Or is that something like from the past? Because I could picture young Chelsea going after the bad boys.
I did.
For some odd reason.
My first boyfriend had a motorcycle. Gave my dad gray hair. It was nuts. Second one wasn't any better. Third one really wasn't any better. So yeah, I would say that's true. But as we get older, I kind of like the nice nerdy guys.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're nerdy.
No, I'm not.
You're not like a bad boy. You work a lot. You're dependable.
Yeah.
You're responsible.
I'm a working bad boy.
You like, okay. Yes, you are. You bad boy.
Yeah, call me a bad boy.
Get those deadlines in.
Anyway, I saw that. Research has discovered that traits like assertiveness and overconfidence are more attractive to women. And I think it has to do with the younger, more naive women probably, because it seems like a lot of girls go through that at a young age.
You know what that is? Do you know what it is? You know why we're going after the bad boys?
Why?
Is because we feel like they need to be fixed. Like we can fix them and we can be the one that changes them and gets them to straighten up and have better ways. And it never works.
Why do women always want to fix the guy? And why is it the guys that always want to fix the problems?
Well, the broken guys are drawn to the sweet, innocent girls.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Extroverted men are significantly more likely to have a partner compared to less extroverted men.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't know if that's fully true or not.
They shoot their shot, man.
They're just more outgoing. Yeah, they're not afraid to shoot their shot.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked a bunch of people. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is I want to do a little promptu and survey or poll here. What would you rather date or marry, a bad boy or a nice guy, and why? Maybe you were with a nice guy over a bad boy. Vice versa. Which did you like better? Was it when you were younger or is it when you're older? Mm-hmm. I figured we'd get a few calls, maybe some good stories, and
I like this.
some text. We'll do that coming up next. So do most women prefer the bad boy or a nice guy? I think the older you get, I think every girl goes through the bad boy phase at some point. And then they're like, I can't keep doing this. It's just too emotionally draining. It's just awful.
It's so rough. You can't fix people. You can't change them. And if you want to try, I mean, you're in for some serious heartbreak.
Maybe date the bad boy, but then marry the nice guy.
Well, here's why. Here's why bad boys are kind of more thrilling. Sarah texted in the thrill of the challenge, right? They're unpredictable. They're exciting. They offer a rush and living on the edge.
This guy, he can get all the girls in his leather jacket and his Firebird.
His motorcycle.
But I'm going to be the girl that he settles down with because I am great.
I'm going to change him. Darnell just texted in. The confidence and dominance of a bad boy. They walk in. They don't need to be friends with everybody. They don't cower. They don't need to be cool or accepted by everybody.
Yeah.
And that makes a woman feel safe or just, it's attractive of how powerful their demeanor is.
All right. Nice guys or bad boys? Jennifer, what do you prefer?
If you would have asked 8 years ago, it would have been the bad boy. However, nowadays, I prefer the nice guy because those are the guys that will absolutely sacrifice themselves for you to make sure that you are happy. They will go the extra mile. They will pick up whatever you're feeling. Whereas the bad boy, he's like, yeah, you're cool, my priority, but I'm going to do all this instead.
Right. The bad boys, they just don't care. They're looking for the next win or thrill, right?
Melissa texted in, she said, a nice guy is future oriented. They make better long-term partners and fathers. They're more dependable and willing to cooperate.
Huh.
I like that.
Jennifer, forgot to ask, who are you with now? Nice guy or bad boy?
I'm currently with a nice guy right now, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
As soon as he wakes up in the morning, it's good morning, beautiful, how are you, and all that. And it's just absolutely amazing that he takes time out of his day, even if he's busy, to just tell me, hey, babe, I'm busy right now, but I'll make sure that I can make time for you here in a couple hours.
Right.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
I'm
I love that.
not that nice of a guy.
No.
Man, that's.
But you
Hang
are,
on
though.
to that one, Jennifer. At times. But man.
Somebody else texted in, nice guy, because that's genuine respect. They show
Right.
consistent, deep respect for women as an equal partner, and it's just better communication, fewer frustrating power struggles.
Can
That's for
a
sure.
nice guy be a bad boy at the same time? Can he have like tendencies?
He could have
that are
like
bad?
I think of like a Clark Kent, and all of a sudden he whips off the glasses and rips his shirt open, and then he goes and saves the day.
How would a nice guy turn into a bad boy at certain moments? What would he have to do?
Ooh, become a little villain. I don't know. Maybe put his foot down. I don't know.
Like yell at the TV?
Oh, I had one so I dated a guy who I'd consider like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Right. He loved and adored everything. He was almost too clingy. I was just like, this is too much.
That gets old fast. Yeah.
But one of my exes was messing with me, and he stood up to him, and there was another guy at a bar that had tried to grab my behind, and I saw a totally different side of him. I was like, oh, he does have some teeth. He does have some bite.
I did that one time at a bar. My buddy's girlfriend at the time, somebody was like hitting on her, and he wasn't getting the hint, and my buddy was right behind her.
And he wasn't doing anything?
And he put his arm around her. I think he might have touched her butt or something like that.
Gross.
I flung the guy around.
Oh,
This was after a bunch of drinks, obviously, so I was invincible.
that would have been hot.
And I was like, get your freaking hands off her. And I got in his face, and he took off.
I would have.
I'm like, that was my moment right there. I was ready to throw down, and it wasn't even my girl.
My heart's fluttering right now. But the problem is that
See?
I am a bad boy. So if somebody were to try to grab my butt, I don't need somebody to save me. I'd be flinging them around the bar, maybe scaring all the guys.
Mary, what's your preference?
I have to say, I was with the bad boy one time, so I think I'd much rather go for the good guy.
Okay. See, like I say, everybody goes through it once. Tell us about the bad boy, Mary. What happened?
I knew he had a little bit of a past. Of course, he told me, he had quit that whole entire lifestyle and stuff, and you give him a chance. You always think everybody deserves a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it didn't take long for me to find out he was back into that lifestyle again.
Yeah.
So I would definitely probably go for the nice guy.
Right.
Yeah, just treat your guy a little bit more respectful, has their stuff together.
Mary, got to ask the question here because it's going to come up. Is the phrase "nice guys finish last" is that still true today or not?
I have to tell you, I've been married and divorced, and I feel like I've got a good, genuine heart and stuff, and I feel like I've always been one of the good guys, and sometimes I've always felt like I've finished last myself. So, I kind of relate to that phrase sometimes.
Okay.
Honey,
Okay.
I'm going to give her a big hug.
Oh my gosh, you can't just hug everybody and fix.
Maybe I can, just not the bad boys anymore.
Yeah, no hug of the bad boys. You stay away
boy.
from the bad boys. Unless we're at a bar and I'm standing behind somebody and somebody touches somebody's rear end and then I get in their face. That was a long time ago. I'm too old for that now.
Well,
I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Rest in peace, Toby.
I love that, Chris.
That's
Ooh,
a
bad
great
boy,
look.
Chris.
Look at that. Chelsea's getting turned on over there.
You're so weird.
So does it seem odd to you that people are finding weird things in their food as of late?
Like what?
Specifically like razor blades. For some reason, I've seen 3 individual stories over the past couple of weeks of people finding razor blades in their food.
Hang on.
One was at a steakhouse. That was the most recent one that I saw.
That's so bizarre to me because what in the world would they be using a razor blade for? And you were maybe cutting open the package of meat? I don't get this.
There was a couple. Are people doing it intentionally just to try to get free food?
Now, do you remember back in our day, when they were saying that there was razor blades in Halloween candy and it turned out that it was a hoax and then people started doing it on purpose?
Right.
I would be hard pressed to believe that somebody just accidentally was dropping razor blades in food.
There was a couple at a pretty expensive steakhouse. They found a razor blade in their mashed potatoes.
What?
They remained calm. They reported it. They called over the manager, right? The manager apologized and gave the couple 2 $25 gift cards for the scare.
God.
No one was hurt. They found it right away. So I don't know if it was a prank or if they put it in there themselves. It's pretty crappy if you do that to try to get free stuff out of these restaurants that are probably struggling in the first place.
And if that has happened to you, I would have such trust issues. I don't think I would want to go out to eat anywhere.
But if they're going to give you a gift card, like if somebody's
come on back.
If you go to a place and like, oh, they're trying to kill me. Hey, I'll come back. Try to kill me again. But do it for free.
Razor blades is one thing. I remember I went to KFC, right? And I was opening up my chicken tendies that I love, and I saw a chicken head.
What?
Yeah.
You put that there on purpose.
Yeah, Chris, because I just carry them around. I screamed. It was deep fried.
You love the free tendies.
I brought it back, and they gave me coupons. They're like, we're so sorry. And they gave me coupons to get more, and I didn't go back for years.
Remember we were shopping at that big box store. This was the most recent one. We bought a big bottle of olives. No, they were peppers, weren't they?
Oh, they were stuffed olives. No, they were artichokes.
Whatever it was.
They were marinated artichokes.
You opened the bottle and you pulled out a long hair. You pulled out a long hair.
It was long and dark and curly hair.
And I made you return it. We went back. And we're like, there was a nasty hair in here. She's like, would you like to grab another one? And what was your response?
I said, hell no. I'll wait a year until the next batch comes through.
Oh, it's probably not going to be a year.
So gross. Dude, it like pulled from the bottom of the jar. Ugh. That's the worst.
Cynthia wasn't wearing a hairnet that day, Chelsea. It happens.
If I find hair in my food, I will never go back to that restaurant ever again. That's worse than a chicken head.
Do you tell the manager, though, or do you just never go back?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's gross.
So you try to get gift cards to come back again, even though
I don't want your gift cards. I just want to let you know, like. Bleh.
So the question we want to ask: have you ever been done wrong by a business, and then they tried to make good with something silly or ridiculous when it comes to compensation?
You're a gift card for your trauma.
Has a business ever screwed up and then tried to make it right with something funny or ridiculous, like coupons, maybe to come back? To a place maybe you don't want to come back to because they messed it up or you found something disgusting in your food?
This came from Jane. She's like, I'm very particular about my prime rib. Same girl. She's like, I was brought back plate after plate after plate of overdone, burnt prime rib, and they finally just gave me a gift card to go get a free dessert.
Well, that happened to you before. If you get one overdone piece of prime rib, the rest of it is going to be the same thing. It's not like they're cooking multiple.
I got so grumpy. I had to tell the waiter, I'm like, it's already dead. You don't need to. Burn it.
Could you bring me back another one that's uncooked? Or
I was like, just raw. Just fish one out of the fridge at this point. This person, they said that their food had parsley all over it, and they had a horrible allergy, but the waiter didn't believe them, and so they ended up getting their meal comped. So that was kind of nice.
Jim, what did you find in your food? What happened?
Wife and I went out and we bought some Tostitos dip and the chips and all that, and we were having people over. Well, we had one problem. We had the regular jar for us, and then inside the jar were broken pieces of another jar of the Tostitos dip. I took it back to the store, and the manager was like, please take another jar, and I will have the company contact you. They sent me coupons for money off to buy more of it, and I'm like, really? You're going to try and put glass in my system and give me a coupon?
Yeah. Hey, go get some more glass.
Here's $1 off. So still pay us money for that. Oh, that's so bad.
It happens so often, though. What else are they going to do?
Oh, gosh. Jen just texted and she's like, we had spoiled salsa. Same thing. They had opened up the jar and she's like, it was just off. There was like a chemical smell to it.
Yeah.
Now she's like, I was trying to explain that to the person at customer service and they asked me to taste it in front of them.
Tell them to taste it.
Gross. No.
My gosh. Beth, what happened with you? Who made the mistake?
DoorDash.
Oh.
I ordered some Mexican from them that was labeled as vegetarian, and I get it. It's completely covered in beef. It was mislabeled on the site, so I called them. I said, hey, I can't eat this.
Yeah, like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
They offered me $3 for a $20 meal.
Wow.
No.
The actual restaurant did refund my meal at their cost.
Yeah.
But DoorDash offered me $3, and then I canceled their account, and they just basically told me I was out of luck.
Right.
That's
Beth, I get it. That's not really the delivery. That's not DoorDash's fault. Because the drivers plus you don't want the drivers looking at your food. The drivers are not going to go in and ensure that the food is made properly with something left out.
But then the restaurants get mad because they're like, okay.
But DoorDash should take some responsibility and at least offer that free.
Right.
Or like to take off the delivery fee or something like that. And the restaurant should refund you.
Yeah, I got a credit before for the full meal, which was great. Jess just texted in wrong temperature. She's like, I got an ice cold burger. It was still frozen in the middle. And
I forgot to put it in this.
They offered to either recook it for me. It was taking too long. She's like, so then I got a coupon for 20% off my meal next time.
If Gordon Ramsay got that, what would he say?
Raw!
Raw!
Serve raw!
Get out!
Take off your red jacket.
Take off your jacket. Get out.
No points awarded. Get out of my kitchen.
So when you were younger, did your mom or dad give you like sayings that now you think are just silly, like just myths, I guess you could say? Things that weren't true, like my mom would hate when we cracked our knuckles.
Oh, yeah, because they'll give you arthritis.
Your knuckles are going to get big.
I always swallowed my bubble gum because I thought it was disgusting.
7 years.
Spitting it out, and they're like, yep, you'll never digest it. It'll sit in your stomach. Or if you swallowed like pumpkin seeds, a pumpkin was going to grow in your tummy. That was super anxiety.
I never heard that
inducing.
One.
Really?
Sitting too close to the TV is a saying. That's actually probably true.
Oh, if you eat pickles before bed, you're going to have nightmares.
I've never heard of that one either.
And it actually happened, but I think that's just because I'm a very vivid dreamer.
I love pickles too.
I know, but that was my thing when I was a kid. I would eat like half the pickle jar before bed, and I think my dad just wanted me to knock it off.
Well, it's Silly Sayings Day, so we want to ask the question, what's a phrase or something that maybe your parents told you when you were younger that then you thought was maybe true, but now you're like, that was the silliest thing ever. I wish they wouldn't have told me that. Silly sayings or phrases, give us your best. What did your parents used to say when you were younger to try to get you to comply?
How about this? An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
That might actually be somewhat true.
To try to eat more healthier foods until I had a friend, she started choking on an apple. I'm like, they had to call the doctor because of an apple. So it just didn't make any sense to me.
320-656-9453. Joan, you're up first. What did you hear a lot as a kid?
My dad would give us instructions of some kind, and they would say, now repeat that back to me. And I felt like he was saying, you're dumb enough. You have to repeat it back so I know you got it. So I really hated that when he said, now, what did I just say?
Repeat it back to me. What did I just say? I've never encountered that one.
We did all the time.
But kids don't listen half the time, so
No.
it's like you have to do that, right?
It's like, what did I just say?
Now, what did I just tell you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you say it like that, it is kind of demeaning, in a way. Tammy, you're up next. You had a few sayings you hated growing up. What were they?
The first one is, you weren't born in a barn. And the second one is, there's no maid service here.
Yeah.
Clean up after yourself, you dirty kids.
My dad would always say, this ain't the Holiday Inn. So like there's one summer, because we were lucky enough to have a stay-at-home mom. Then later we had a stay-at-home dad. And we would get up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the summertime. And he's like, you missed breakfast. Now you got to wait for lunch. This ain't the Holiday Inn.
That's awesome. Tammy, how often did you hear those sayings?
Anytime that I would leave anything laying anywhere in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, come down here. There's no maid service. If you didn't shut the door immediately behind you when you came in, like even if we were bringing in groceries or something.
Right.
It would be, you weren't born in a barn. The only thing I can do is roll my eyes because you were not allowed to backtalk my mother.
No, you don't do that. I think a lot of parents back in the day were like that too,
My mom, and leaving stuff laying around the house.
Yeah.
When my mom had her day off and she did house cleaning, she would take a box and she would go around and put anything she found, shoes, any kind of clothes, socks, whatever, in the box, and she would stick it outside on the back porch. Rain or shine, your stuff's out there, it's getting wet.
All right, well.
She was over it because a mom who works hard doesn't want to come home and clean the house after all the kids who make a mess.
Having kids, it's like the old saying, it's like, why shovel the drive when it's still snowing?
Awful.
Same thing. Why pick up after the kids when they're still growing?
Awful. I used this not long, even with your girls. I was like, oh, the maid's off today. And they looked at me, they're like, what? It's our vacation. I'm like, this is my vacation too. So I guess everybody gets to pick up after themselves.
But I don't want to pick up myself.
I don't want to do that.
Do the laundry.
The dishes aren't going to wash themselves.
Yeah, dishes. And this thing, we used to wash dishes by hand back in the day. We didn't have dishwashers.
And you had to dry them and put them away.
My gosh.
I know. You know another one I really hated? The early bird gets the worm.
I actually kind of like that one.
I don't want a worm.
You just don't want to get up early.
Oh. That's fair.
You're going to be the late bird. There's going to be no worms left.
I just love sleep, man.
What are your favorite sayings, or not favorite, I guess, ones that you heard growing up from your parents that just bring you back? Let us know. 320-656-9453 is the text number. So the spooky Halloween season has begun. A lot of phobias associated with Halloween, of course.
Yeah.
Masklophobia. You know what that is?
I'm guessing afraid of people wearing masks?
Yeah, fear of masks or people in costumes. What about pterophobia?
Fear of your costume tearing?
It's not the fear of girls named Tara. No, pterophobia is a general fear of monsters.
Oh.
What about wiccaphobia?
Wicca.
The phobia of witches or
Okay.
witchcraft.
Okay, yep.
Lupophobia?
Lupophobia. I don't know.
The fear of wolves and werewolves.
Oh, lupins. Okay, yep.
What about skelephobia?
Afraid of skeletons?
Yeah, afraid of skeletons.
Okay.
So there's a lot of them around this time of the year. I don't know. What's the fear of clowns? That would be yours.
I hate you.
Do we know what?
It's coulrophobia.
Coolophobia?
Coulrophobia.
Coulrophobia.
Coulro phobia. And it's the intense, and they say irrational fear of clowns, but no, they're awful.
Is it clowns with a mask that you fear, or is it clowns with a face paint?
I hate them all, with the exception of 2.
There's got to be one clown you don't mind.
There is one. Her name is Clueless the Clown, and we've done balloon animals, and she's made me a balloon guitar before. So Clueless is cool. Ronald McDonald is cool. The rest are out. I don't even care.
Did you get sprayed on by a flower on the vest of a clown when you were
I
younger?
told you about Bozo the Clown in my 3rd grade birthday party, and it ruined my life.
At a birthday party.
He showed up to I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
3-year-old birthday party. This clown had a cigar out of his mouth, and his pants were falling down. His butt crack was hanging out, and he was drunker than a skunk, and he was all tipsy.
Hey, we don't know his backstory.
He
Maybe he's going through a divorce. I don't
His
know.
face paint was all cracked, and like he slept in it the night before, and my dad kicked him out.
Hey, you know what? These clowns don't make enough. I probably wouldn't care either.
It was my birthday. I was 3.
Where did your dad hire this guy? Where did he find this clown at?
I don't know.
Do you know?
It was supposed to be from a reputable clown school, I guess, but there you go.
They don't have clown schools.
Oh, yes, they do.
Where do
And
they?
I'm shocked that he passed it.
There is no such thing as a clown
There
school.
are clown schools.
I've heard of clown shows, but clown schools, where were they?
There, the top clown schools in the U.S.
Oh, come on.
Plymouth, Massachusetts.
What do you learn at clown schools that you couldn't just do by putting on a
It
mask or
says,
painting
do
your
you
face?
dream of clowning? It's time to take those dreams to the next level.
I want to clown around.
Oh, you can work in the circus, or you can just have a dress-up ensemble.
Do you know someone who has an odd or hilarious phobia associated with the Halloween season? We're not going to talk about clowns anymore because
Thank
Chelsea's going to just
It's the trauma's real, man.
fly off the rails here.
Thank you.
You need to see a therapist over that, I think.
I try.
Odd or funny phobias, 320-656-9453. We'll take your calls and texts. We'll do that coming up next with Kris and Chelsea. We're talking phobias. Do you know someone, or maybe it's you yourself, that has a phobia of something odd or maybe funny, which is just downright weird?
Oh my gosh.
I feel there's a phobia for almost everything in life.
There's tons of these. This person just texted in. She says, my niece was actually recently diagnosed with pogonophobia. Pogonophobia. And it's the fear of beards. They said they've just discovered this because every time that she would get a picture with Santa Claus, she would be terrified, screaming and crying. She just hated the beard. But once Santa took the beard off, totally fine. That's an actual fear. Pogonophobia, intense fear of beards.
What's the fear of heights? Is it heightophobia?
That's a good question.
Why do they make these so complicated? Why can't they just whatever it is, just put that and then put phobia after it?
Heightophobia.
Like spider phobia.
Acrophobia.
Arachnophobia, I think, is the correct term for spiders.
Arachnophobia is the I used to have that, not so much, but this is from heights. Oh, this is really weird. She said that her niece has xanthophobia.
Xanthophobia.
Xanthophobia is the irrational fear of the color yellow. hates Big Bird, won't eat bananas, and they had to change the color of her room.
Yellow is kind of a calm color too, isn't it?
No, it's it's kind of an intense color. Green's more calming, blue's calming.
So she hates the sun then?
Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't like the sun.
That's terrible.
Xanthophobia.
I'm sorry.
This is, is this, Mike, you're messing with me. It's phobophobia. It's
the fear of phobias?
Yes.
Phobophobia.
It's the fear of developing a phobia. The anxiety itself creates the very thing you're trying to avoid.
I don't want no phobias.
Phobophobia.
Another one of mine would be snakeophobia.
Oh, what's the fear of snakes?
Don't like snakes. They move too quickly. They just move all awkward.
Why are
and weird.
people like? I don't understand why you're afraid of a snake. Like,
And
even
they go in holes and
I like to hold them. I don't mind seeing them.
No.
Yeah, I don't mind.
They size you up
That's
because they want to eat you.
That's an ophidiophobia. Yeah, but we don't have really big snakes around here. I don't understand why people are scared of spiders. I don't understand why they're scared of snakes. They're tiny around here. Now, if they're bigger, yeah, I could understand that.
I've seen some photos. Jason, what do you fear around Halloween? What's your phobia?
I have a major phobia when it comes to giant spiders, the animatronic ones.
Yep.
Oh.
Little spiders, I don't mind. Like, I'll pick up granddaddy longlegs, play with them, look at them, move them somewhere different.
Yeah.
But big spiders, oh, God, the bigger they are, the creepier they are. I start shaking and sweating and just, I turn around like, nope.
So the animatronic spiders.
That's fair. That's fair. I screamed when I saw one, in the stores.
Yeah.
The really, really big ones. Yeah, that's scary.
Used to have Halloween parties, and we had this old coffin that I got at like a prop store, and we had a jumping spider that when people would look into it, it's just black.
Yeah.
And then when it was triggered by somebody that
Like walking by or opening it?
It was motion triggered.
Oh.
Somebody would try to look in there to see what it is. It would pop out and make this loud screech. And,
Oh, man.
Oh, watching people pee their pants is great.
Jeez. You don't do that anymore.
No,
We have one pumpkin outside. That's it.
yeah, that's enough.
No spiders.
Carolyn, do you have a phobia?
I do. I do not like the mist
The mist.
or fog
Fog.
around Halloween time.
Oh.
It literally freaks me out because, around Halloween I expect like someone to run in front of my car or something standing in the road or I'll see something and I know it's all in my head, but
Yeah.
the fog and the mist around Halloween just literally freaks me out. So I drive with my flashers on.
Real safe.
Okay.
Hey, Carolyn, thanks.
Or fog lights.
Thanks for the call today. I think the fog, like fog machines, I think fog gets a bad rap with horror movies.
Yeah.
Because you just think of like the Halloween movies like Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. Always foggy before he
Or
offs
I
somebody.
think of Fright Night because there's always fog right before the vampire was going to hit.
Gotta love a good fog machine. Those are fun too.
They kind of smell weird.
Just-
Not going to lie.
They get clogged easily. I haven't owned a fog machine that doesn't clog and get ruined after about a year. You gotta buy them every
Wow,
year.
this is a whole new side of Chris. I do fog machines and
I know.
coffins
Like
and
back in the day, no wonder nobody wants to come to the house to get trick or treat because I like to scare the heck out of the kids. They don't want to come up.
what is fear of popcorn balls? Because I think you have that.
Fear of you look that one up. Fear of popcorn balls. Fear of candy corn. Fear of circus peanuts.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can pronounce this. Bromotactile phobia. That is somebody who's afraid of their foods touching. They don't like it. It's a part of obsessive compulsive disorder. So they won't eat their food. Like they're actually terrified if their food touches.
You realize that it all goes into the same stomach, right? And it's touching in your stomach.
Oh, okay. So if you're scared of popcorn balls, that's two different phobias.
There is no such thing.
It's cybophobia, which is a fear of food, but there's also trypophobia, fear of closely packed holes or bumps. There are people who are afraid of that. Yeah.
All right, add that one to my list. Why not? It's Chris's phobias.
It's asking me if there's a traumatic experience we need to talk about. Wow, ChatGPT is helpful.
Like being stuck really high up with snakes and spiders and popcorn balls. That I would just be. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my!
I'm bowing
and
out.
a fog machine that doesn't work.
All right. So, which vehicle brand is defecated on the most? Does that term sound any better than
That's
pooping?
disgusting. Well. Okay.
Which vehicle gets number 2 down the most when it comes to birds?
That's a little bit better.
There's
a little bit better.
There's no way to make this sound classy.
Man, I got one. I almost think it's almost like a goose poop.
I used to own a Ram truck. Ram is the most pooped on vehicle. That's I don't know why.
They don't endorse with us, do they?
I mean, it's not like birds fly around looking for certain vehicle
Are you
types
sure? Because that hawk next to us is pretty smart. The one's been circling that you had to save Delilah from.
The one that wants to take Delilah away?
They know.
Okay.
Yeah, she was out there again this morning.
Is it trying to poop on her?
Eyeing it up. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I gotta watch that dog.
So Ram.
Rams. How did they even find this out?
Ram is number one. I actually had 2 Rams. They were both white. And you can't really see the poop unless it's like a multicolored
That's true.
Bird. I don't know why birds do certain colors. That doesn't make sense to me. Is it something they eat?
Can I tell you my purple poop story?
Is it the berries?
It's the purple poop. So I had a white Malibu in college.
Yeah.
I came out one day. It looked like it got paintballed, right? There was so much purple splatter on it. And I looked closer. I'm like, that's bird poop. And it was underneath a big shrub that had a bunch. Yeah, you're exactly right. Bunch of berries. They ate a bunch of berries. And then they sat. And then they just pooped all over my car. And I didn't get her washed. And the Vikings played that day. And they won.
Well.
So there's my purple poop story.
You should go find another shrub to park under if we can get some wins coming
And hold
up.
up, don't they say if a bird poops on the bride, that's good luck?
I had a bird. This is the funniest thing in my childhood.
I'd probably shoot the bird, but
Me and my 2 brothers and my sister were out playing one time, and a bird came by and pooped on my brother's head. He was so mad. It was
and
white.
I'm sure you guys didn't tease him at all.
Oh my gosh! I should call him right now and remind him. I totally forgot about that until now. Anyway, Jeep is number 2.
Oh.
Chevrolet number 3. So
Yep,
that means
there you go.
your vehicle gets pooped on a lot. Yeah.
A lot. It does. It really does. It's that Chevy bow tie.
Nissan, Ford, Dodge, followed by Kia. Tesla's number 7. Audi is number 8. Ford is number 9. And then the top 10, Subaru is number 2. If I was a bird, I would poop on Subarus exclusively.
All the time.
I don't know why.
All the time. You'd think that Tesla would have a function that if a bird was about to poop on it, that it would be like invisible mode, right? Like it would just like go zoom.
I'd poop on Kias. No, Nissan, no. Audis. Mercedes not on there. I used to have a Mercedes. That thing got taken care of a lot by birds. No, seriously, it was black and it shows up like a sore thumb when they don't eat the berries, right?
I don't think they targeted that,
They're
but
strictly on a worm diet. It's all white.
ugh.
You know?
Okay.
Anyway, if you own a Buick like myself, hey, we're safe.
Next survey, I want to know what kind of person birds poop on the most.
Is it male or female? Mm-hmm. Is it
Are they redheads?
What's the age group?
Have you ever gotten pooped on by a bird? Let's do a survey right now.
I don't know. I'm gonna call my brother and ask.
Are you male or female? And what's your hair color?
You're listening to Kris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.